For me, it was very important to do a film that was not judgmental. Even that is kind of my work. Even my first long feature was about young, not teens, but young adults taking drugs and going to parties and having this like rock and roll techno, because techno is the new rock and roll lifestyle. And in by Flávio, it was even more sensitive because I was dealing with a lot of sensitive topics and very easy to criticize, like a young mother that is some kind addicted to social media, a misogynist rapper, some characters that could be more superficial, but in fact, of course, I am very, very worried about giving dignity to the characters, above all, and humanity. And I think more than about the framing, it's more about the way you work with the actors and the kind of way you try to achieve to them to understand that the things that they are representing have to be faithful for their characters, have to be real. They have to understand and not criticize their characters. And if the actors don't criticize their characters, it's because they are doing it very, very naturally, you know. This film, I wanted to do a very classical way of framing it, like a very American classical way of doing it, because I always think in the classical cinema, if you do it like in a very conventional way in the classical cinema, you are not judging more the characters because it's only narrative the way you shoot. It's only, you do like a close-up when it is necessary to do a close-up and not like making a lot of comments about the characters. So I think I try to do the planification, the shot planification of the film without trying to do any commentary about the characters. For me, I think that's the most interesting part of making films, is to have all of the real things of humanity, and all the things of humanity, the real things are the good ones and also the bad ones. And I want to work the characters always in a very real way, almost like a documentary feeling of these characters. Sometimes there are things that happen during the shooting that will change the rest of the film. So that's why I always want to shoot chronologically. The first shot was the first shot of the film. It's the first shot we filmed. The last shot of the film was the last shot we also filmed.
Anda lá,
Ora aí, isto é um processo, tirar isto. Espera, eu sempre preso nos jurídicos.
É, olha aí.
Vá, chato de merda, estão sempre a mandar mensagens.
Tá?
To represent a human, you have to understand his fragilities, and the actor also needs to understand his own character's fragilities and not judging his own character. So for Marcia, like all her fragilities with her own body, how she constructs her own body for social media, all these things have to be accepted to the portrait be more faithful and to make people think more about these characters and to connect more with their real life and the people that they know around them.